Yes, I think we're live. Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome again to MUSC Red Devils NCR. I'm Antriksh, and we are back this time with the review of the Wolves game. And I mean, a good start, a normal start, a bad start, 3 points nonetheless. So we are here to discuss whatever went through in yesterday's game. And I mean, 12:30 का गेम था एंड अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल हैड कंप्लेंट्स कि भाई अगर ऐसा ही खेलना है तो 9:30 7 8 बजे वाले गेम्स में खेलो बट प्लीज गिव अस proper performances when we are talking about games which start at 12:30 IST. So come on, have some mercy on us. But no, on the flip side, we did get 3 points. It was very important for us to get those 3 points up for grabs because yeah, we had Newcastle who won their game. We had obviously it's very early. बट हम लोग कहते हैं कि जनवरी नवंबर दिसंबर तब जाकर के हमारा टाइटल रेस स्टार्ट होता है टॉप फोर रेस स्टार्ट होता है बट नो वी सॉ इन द प्रीवियस सीजन कि एक एक पॉइंट पे हमें बोल रहे थे कि यूनाइटेड कुड बी इन द थिक ऑफ द थिंग्स दे कुड बी इन द मिक्स ऑफ द थिंग्स बट आवर शिट स्टार्ट हमारा एकदम बकवास स्टार्ट those 6 points and then a couple of draws and losses here and there prevented us from getting those extra 5-10 points. So the title race, the aspirations, whatever, the good season, the season expectations in itself start at the start of the season. So it was very important for us to get the 3 points. Two debuts for us, full debuts for Andre Onana, as well as it was Mason Mount in the midfield. Right. So Manish is here with us. He says hello to you too, brother. Yeah, man. I echo the sentiments. The performances was really shite yesterday. It was like something that we didn't really expect. I mean, man, if you watch the preview, guys, Manish and everyone who will watch this, man, it was just, I mean, I was saying this again and again and again कि भाई new manager bounce नहीं चाहिए, please for God's sake नहीं चाहिए. New manager bounce. We fucking fought for our lives yesterday. Exactly as Shubhajit says, hard fought win. Man, hard fucking fought भाई. भाई मतलब तेल निकल गया. I think I have no shame in saying that Wolves were such a better side. And I don't know why कि हमारे साथ away games में हो रहा था last season, but home पे we were confident. We were, that factor, that X factor of Old Trafford was supposedly back when we were playing at Old Trafford in the last season. But maybe it's just the start of the season. Maybe we shouldn't overreact as such. But again, we should see it's our right to be concerned because it's that thing with United wherein there is a side of the story कहती है भाई कि ऐसी गेम्स जीतनी जरूरी है where you don't play well but you still get the victory. ऐसी performances, ऐसे 3 points बहुत जरूरी. But then the other side, the flip side, भाई पिछले 5 साल से हम लोग यही बोले जा रहे हैं results like these are important, but when would the freaking performance match the result? So I don't know. Shubhajit comes back and says AWB was awesome and like this. Absolutely, man. I mean, there were a lot of questions. Yeah, AWB start कर रहा है अब क्या होगा ये क्या होगा but no, I think AWB showed everyone why he deserved to be in the starting 11 and what his metal ready is. I mean, he is one hell of a player now going forward, at least. Obviously not one hell of a player, but AWB के comparison में of 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I mean, he looks like a shadow of himself in the most perfect sense, I would say, because I remember उसने 2 runs बनाए. I was like, ये Van Bissaka है. Like he made 2 intelligent forward darts, and I was like, बहस की आंख, ये कब से करने लग गया ये? But भाई मतलब उसमें वो आ गया that element of actually going out and seeing having that positive acumen, having that attacking aggressive sense towards actually going and showing that he could be better. And a very good choice of pass from Aaron Van Bissaka when he set up Rafael Varane, because the ball as a loop करती हुई उसके पास आ रही थी. If you would have drilled down, वहाँ पे 2 players थे, but the ball was already high यहाँ पर. उसने ऐसे toss कर दिया and it just went above everyone. And it was like a tap-in header for Rafael Varane, who was, just banging in chest, ekdam by, full of passion, etc. But and Kushagra Bhai says Mount X Bruno didn't work. Well, Mount and Bruno, see, again, I think we are very, very, very quick into our judgment. I think Mount and Bruno se zyada because he's one of our favorites and he's one of our best players. Casemiro, I think he was Bhai Tatti, he was shit. He was shittier than shit yesterday. He was looking like Casemiro was 30, 31 last season, and it was looking as if 52 हो गया वो एक साल में भाई 20-21 साल बढ़ गए उसके. I remember this 60th 70th मिनट में ऐसे चल रहा है और पीछे से मैन ऑन की आवाज तक आ रही है हमारे उसमें या ऐसे कुछ आ रही है. And he's not cared. मैथ्यूज कुनिया या नूनियस जो भी था उनका कुनिया या नूनियस जो भी मैथ्यूज था वो उसे ट्रैक बैक कर रहा था उससे ले रहा था and he got bumped into him and somehow he retained the ball and he was keeping the ball 5 सेकंड बाद वो फिर ऐसे ही और फिर एक प्लेयर आ गया बूम और उससे बॉल. I was like what the fuck are you doing by Casemiro? He was so slow, so sluggish. एकदम ऐसे लग रहा था as a robot. ब्रेक डांस चल रहा है उसका. He was spreading the ball fine but he was so slow. Generally Casemiro के पास आती है बॉल and boom. Although to be honest उसके पास बहुत क्रिएटिव लोड भी है यूनाइटेड में. Like he creates a lot. रियाल में उसे कोई जरूरत नहीं पड़ती थी क्रिएट करने की. यहाँ पर वी आर डिपेंडेंट. आई नोटिस दैट पिछले सीजन भी क्रिएटेड इफ नॉट एन असिस्ट it's that opening, that assister to the assister, if you get what I'm saying, like what David Silva was. If you look at his stats, uski 0.6 involvements per game के हिसाब से होगा उसका per 90 David Silva का. But I would say it was way more than that because वो क्या करता था, suppose अगर Kevin De Bruyne was the actual assister to suppose Aguero, तो जो Aguero जो Kevin De Bruyne को बॉल डालेगा, that was actually David Silva. He used to open up plays. So he's very good at that, at least at United, is Casemiro. So he had that load yesterday as well, like every day. But man, he was looking slow. And of course, Mount into Bruno ki bhi apni problems thi. There were too many gaps. But that's what I think, our over-reliance on Casemiro. Because agar jab Casemiro chalta hai na, those gaps, hum kisi ko bhi khila le aage. Those gaps just don't show. They just don't fucking show. At least at Old Trafford पिछले season तो बिल्कुल नहीं दिखी थी. He says, Shubhajit says, we need Amrabat and Pavard by deadline. Bench strength needs to be improved. It does. It absolutely does. And I think, people are saying FDJ chahiye. Bhai, FDJ nahi milega. FDJ, like you ask out a girl and she says no and aap tab bhi ja rahe ho. And like he has publicly said, and that girl does 10 interviews wherein she says ki she doesn't want to come. Wherever she is happy. Bhai, aisa scene chal raha hai. Every time he gets the chance, he says, Barca is the club of my life. The academy graduate. And from Netherlands. He's a proper Dutch player. From the biggest Dutch academy of the world, and he still says Barca is the club of my life because there's that Dutch and Catalonian connection there. So he is not going to come. वो नहीं आएगा. So there's no point saying no. So now what I'm pretty fucking aggressive about is Kovacic, the exact player of what we would have needed, the exact profile of what we've needed. Take the ball from the defense, move it forward, carry the ball. आगे कैरी करते जाओ and spread it, very very composed on the ball, doesn't press resistant, घूम लेता है बॉल के साथ, घूम जाता है, does those Cruyff turns in the middle of the park. Absolutely essential था वो. Kovacic था. Then there was someone like Adrian Rabiot who could have broken up the play. Rabiot, Bruno and Casemiro, what a partnership. That box to box role वो करेगा. Now we've suddenly given it to Mount. The defensive prowess है उसमें. Would Bruno have to sacrifice his, उसका क्या बोलते हैं, aggressive instinct for the defensive side of it? Although we've seen Bruno does do the defensive due diligence, but seeing ये कि is he actually willing to do that? Is he, because there is that striker, there is that attacker in him, and जब कभी जरूरत होगी maybe पीछे नहीं, like no, let me just go. And Casemiro yesterday, like he's just too aggressive with the ball. See, he's that Ramos kind of a player, like it is and Matthias. Let me sort this out. Matthias Cunha ही था ना वो जो 3-4 बार जिसने सीधा बॉल लेके भगाई थी. I think that was Cunha. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Cunha ही था. Nunez नहीं था वो. Nunez तो मिडफील्डर टाइप था जो थोड़ा ऐसा था. But Cunha था वो जो थोड़ा एकदम एथलेटिको मैड्रिड से उसी को साइन किया. I think he was the one. So like we saw 4-5 times yesterday. Martinez bhi, Casemiro bhi, both of them are like that Ramos ilke players who just go in. They don't hold back. They don't stay back. They don't stay in shape. They go back and do the tackle, which in some cases works pretty fine, but it wasn't working at all because we were just looking out of shape. In fact, Casemiro was actually looking out of shape, pace, order, सब कुछ man, and that's why like वो एक दो tackles में से lazily गया और फिर Cunha was running all over us. So yeah, right. Dax MUFC says once Sancho and Eriksen came on, we finally stabilized a little. Simple passes, not that difficult. I do agree. Although Eriksen lost the ball a couple of times as well, and I thought Eriksen वही लेकर के आता है ना. He's again that one of those players. As I was just saying, assister to the assister. I really love those kind of players. those Modric's of this world, the Eriksons of this world, and sometimes at United at least he wasn't at Real, but Casemiro's of this world, David Silva's of this world, who just open up plays. They don't do much. They won't go for those Bruno Hollywood passes. एक end से दूसरे end, although he can do that and Eriksen does do that, but he would see कि assist कहाँ से बन रहा है और कोई और कैसे असिस्ट कर सकता है और कोई और कैसे स्पेस में. सो आई विल आइडेंटिफाई दैट स्पेस. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई विल बी देयर, गाइड द अदर पर्सन विद माय बॉडी पोजीशनिंग टू बी वेयर, एंड उसे देंगे. दैट वुड इन टर्न क्रिएट अ हेवी ओवरलोड ऑन वन साइड ऑफ द पिच व्हिच कैन देन रिजल्ट इन अ टैप इन काइंड ऑफ अ गोल. Like remember that goal जब हमारा कुछ कॉर्नर था कुछ था लास्ट सीजन, इट वाज अगेंस्ट आई थिंक नॉटिंगहम फॉरेस्ट इटसेल्फ, या पता नहीं यार बॉर्नमथ के अगेंस्ट था, किसी ने कुछ पर्पल या पिंक टाइप जर्सी पहनी थी, आई डोंट रिमेंबर प्रॉपर्ली, बट ल्यूक शॉ के पास हाफ वे पे बॉल आई थी, ल्यूक शॉ जस्ट पिंग्ड इट स्ट्रेट टू ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस देयर, एंड ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस ने टच किया, रैशफोर्ड ने क्या बोलते हैं टैप इन मारा था. एंड समथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट वाज गोना हैपन yesterday as well when ल्यूक शॉ just pinged the ball across the field, and then Bruno was trying to just paddle it in the way of the box, and then but he couldn't finish. So yeah, I'm shocked that didn't right. Shubhajit says I'm shocked that we didn't go after Kane and he ended up at. Man, I am shocked as well. I mean, agar main us pe start hua, then it'll be a different stream altogether. What was Kane thinking? What did he do? He waited all this time to move. एक साल बचा था उसके contract में to get him on a free, and he just decided to move to Bayern. पता नहीं भाई what went through his head and what went wrong for him, and क्या पता नहीं उसका भाई उसका एजेंट है भाई, पता नहीं what's up with him. He couldn't force out a move and it actually seemed legitimate. वो अगर move force out करता, Haaland कभी Man City नहीं आता, maybe हमारे पास chance होता and things could have been different, but no, we'll not go there, man. He is gone, and now I don't think we're gonna sign a striker. Pavard, Todibo, Tepsoba, यही लोग चल रहे हैं अभी तो, and I think midfield में it has to be Sofian Amrabat. Although if you look at the transfer roundup and the Premier League has begun wala mera video, 2 videos before, I'm saying there ki Sofian Amrabat, although he was very great, like people took notice of him in the World Cup itself, like wherein he absolutely schooled everyone. He was Kroos, Casemiro, Modric rolled into one for Morocco in that midfield. But scene ये है कि Fiorentina में वो खेल रहा है and he plays a similar position जो उसने Morocco में खेली थी. But I haven't seen, of course, मैं इटालियन लीग इतना ज़्यादा नहीं देखता, मैं एक आध यूवेंटस देख लूंगा, एक आध मैं इंटर मिलान, एसी मिलान देख लूंगा, मैं इतना ज़्यादा नहीं देखता. And Fiorentina तो I'd be ready to admit मैं बिल्कुल ही नहीं देखता. I guess I've seen a couple of highlights of Fiorentina जब उनने किसी बड़ी टीम के साथ खेला, those extended 10-15 मिनट के highlights. And from what I can say, Fiorentina was same. I don't know से injury हुई थी, क्या हुई थी, पता नहीं क्या फलाना ढिमकाना, but I haven't heard much of Sofian Amrabat since the World Cup, and that is the only thing. Like World Cup is only sort of saving grace, not saving grace, but do you get it? Like उसने बढ़िया कपड़े पहने तो like जो jewelry है, was it only the World Cup or does he wear that jewelry in the league as well, if you know what I mean? So उस तरीके से मैं सोचता हूँ, and I'm a bit skeptical, but all I care about is भाई अगर ढंग के प्राइस में मिल जाता है, it won't hurt to have Sofian Amrabat in your squad. Like his fluidity, his tenacity, his work rate, like he's that rugged midfielder, also that classy midfielder to go with it. So yeah, man, that'll be that. But now exclusively jumping onto some particular points of the game, let's get it straight. He was pretty good in the Conference Leagues. Lots of talk about him after that. All right, see, there you go. That's some positive thing about Sofian Amrabat. So says Tax MUFC. There you go. Conference League. Obviously Conference League again. I to be honest, I didn't follow much, so that is that. But Dax Bhai says so. Be it. Maybe he was good there. So yeah, as I was saying, conclusively jumping onto some certain points about the game. See, let's get it straight. It wasn't a good performance at all. Let's just sum it up. If I had to say one thing, it wasn't a good performance at all. And also, you can't just negate the fact, negativity mat phala. Arey bhai, breathe, guys. It's just the first. No, fucking no. Arsenal, Hare Jeete, they also, won only 2-1. But we saw from the minute one, and we know from minute one that they're gonna have a good season. And I don't mean, troll karenge, oh, league nahi jeete. Chup. Like, just chup ho jao, bhai. They'll have a style of play. They'll have an Arteta style of play. They know what they're doing. They have incorporated those signings. Unki signing ek injured bhi ho gayi, tab bhi khele wo. Hamara breathe, guys. It's a new team. अरे भाई ठीक है, उनका भी आयरन रैम्सडेल न्यू था, उनने वो किया. See, of course, they have went through the years. But all I'm trying to say is you can't just negate the fact and say it's important for us to win games like these. Of course, it's important. But these games, you are meant to win and you will win and you'll get the 3 points. And that's what matters. I am of that opinion. But from what we are seeing since the Mourinho era is that हम लोग यही कर रहे हैं. Like we have been telling, oh no, देखो January, December आता है, end season आता है. No, it's important. The performance doesn't matter much. The 3 points is what matters. अरे भाई, of course it matters, but then it is not long run, because the thing with Manchester United is हमारी performance same रहती है. Like अगर ये एक तराजू है, ठीक है, ये एक तराजू है, हमारी performance या तो यहाँ होती है या तो यहाँ होती है, and the result keeps changing. कभी कभी if this is the bad side, this is the good side. यहाँ पे होती है, so this is the bad side. हमारी bad performance है, and कभी कभी result good होता है. Even though it's this. Sometimes it's just here, and we get the loss. So हमारी performance एक ही level की रहती है. Like it's either shit और थोड़ी सी अच्छी. Like it revolves around the middle. Shit और थोड़ी सी अच्छी. ना बहुत ज़्यादा shit, ना बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी. Shit या थोड़ी सी अच्छी, but हमारा result change होता रहता है. I fucking want it to be बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी now, because it's high time now. Like, of course, I'm not saying we start playing tiki-taka, we start playing fluid football, but it's just a thing for the future games to come in. We should have at least a defined style of play, like what we saw AWB. Absolutely fantastic performance by him yesterday. But again, जब उसको ओनाना बॉल पास कर रहा था, क्या वो खेल पा रहा था टीम? No, he wasn't. See, लोग मुझे गालियां देंगे, मे बी चैट में कहेंगे क्या नेगेटिव, but he wasn't. अब 2 गेम बाद वो टैकल वही मारेगा, वो असिस्ट वही करेगा. He would have that intent. But does he have that inherent capability to play out from the back? Because I have been hearing it everywhere, and Kundan Bhai absolutely perfectly points out Onana was good. Onana was yesterday conservative with his natural passing. See, Onana क्या करता था, हमें जो चैंपियंस लीग में ओनाना देखा और मजा आ गया और सब यूनाइटेड फैंस पागल हो गए कि ये क्या चीज है. And he actually delivered a clinic in the Champions League final. But what he did was उसकी 15 से 20 kick outs, and it wasn't a kick out like भैया की उड़ा दिया. It was a systematic kick out, was to Edin Dzeko and Lautaro Martinez, who both of them are very, very, very excellently. Lukaku ki probably one of the only traits was he holds up the ball pretty well. Now he did that twice to Garnacho. He couldn't keep the ball. He can't do it to Rashford because he can't jump for fuck's sake, and he can't keep the ball there for fuck's sake. And then he can't do it to Anthony because वो 3.5 फुट का है. So where do you go? That route is cut out for Andre Onana, which is one of his biggest strengths, is just picking out wingers on the aerial ball. But obviously, wing back आपका वहीं होगा, आपका full back वहीं होगा, and they'll compete aggressively. And हमारे बच्चे बैठे हैं अभी तो wings पे, and they can't jump. And कल गर्नाचो एक से काटता था. It was like Wolves were like काट ले भाई एक धक्के में धैड़ boom बाहर. And it was a game of physicality at one point, because even if they were trying to dribble their way through, they just got shielded by Dawson, by Semedo. Absolutely fantastic yesterday, bhai. Kya maar ke rakh di usne. Absolutely fantastic. Garnacho. Sancho obviously did well, decent, thoda tempo tha, but still, man. I've been telling this forever. Changing the keeper who can pass ain't gonna do shit if you don't change up the... Exactly. हम लोग Statue of Liberty की तरह खड़े होते हैं यहाँ पे कि ball de na ball. Like, Casemiro is a great player, but Casemiro long term is not a player who's gonna कि मुझे दे, and then he's gonna distribute it. Like take the ball from the... It's the Jude Bellinghams of this world. It's the Kovacics of this world. It's Frankie de Jongs. It's Amrabat's. It's Adrian Rabiot's. It's all of those ilk of players जो जाते हैं आजा दे, and then they turn आजा मुझे दे, and then they turn with the ball. Casemiro stands almost like McFred. Obviously, his distribution is... See, don't get me wrong. Uska distribution is 10 times better than McFred. 10,000, 100 times better than McFred. And his defensive prowess and ability is 1 million trillion times better than McFred. Don't get me wrong there. All I'm saying is, in terms of taking the ball, turning with it, like, agar yahan par hai, see, this is the goal. There is my keeper. I'm standing here. I receive the ball. I need to turn with the ball. I need to take the ball on the half turn and turn with the ball. But वहां पर हमारे पास players ही नहीं है who can do that. So that is the everlasting problem for us. The players who can keep their body shape in a way and then turn with the ball also have the that mental capacity of actually placing themselves in positions जहां पर वो they can turn with the ball and they can then distribute it forward. Casemiro yet again, उनकी जो 2 strikers की line थी जो प्रेस कर रही थी हाई काफी, या जो भी उनका वो डबल में वो प्रेस कर रहे थे, उसके बीच में था Casemiro. So he was essentially not giving Onana a chance to pass it to him. It was then Luke Shaw who was again centralized, तो Rafael Varane उधर चले जाता था, and then it was Lisandro Martinez थोड़ा इधर, and then Van Bissaka इधर. Van Bissaka को तुम पास दोगे, he'll either clip it to Anthony, who then has to again hold up like this, उसका ये करके, and then it goes back again. or Aaron Wan-Bissaka to would pass it back to Lisandro Martinez. So that is what I'm not exactly, bro. Bro, you're hitting the nail on the head there. See, of course, there are 10 things bad about Donny right now, but he gets the ball. Donny is absolutely quick passes. He turns with the ball. He's press resistant. I absolutely agree with you. And thank you, bhai. Thank you, Dax, for actually pointing it out because I absolutely agree. So, but yeah, as I said, not drifting too deep into that. That is one perspective wherein we have to sort that midfield out. And we can't just say, oh, it was just the start of the season, and performances don't matter, and it's the 3 points and stuff. No, bhai. Nahi, it's been 10 fucking years now. Performances do matter because in the long run, that's how you survive. नहीं होता ये long term के लिए very good that हम लोग grind करते रहे grind. Yes, there has to be a grinding phase, but उससे पहले एक performance, एक well-oiled machine. And I'm not just crying about yesterday's game. It's a sort of a future notice type की please इस साल हमें मिल जाए एक style of player ये वो. And that's very hard to change with the current crop of players that we've got. But we move to the fact that again, now it'll be Dallo who will be integrated in the squad. Maybe he plays well and Adnan Bisaka, but it's the inherent ability to play out from the back that we should really look out for because we are trying to stitch a style of play together. So that's that. And then a minor tweak which has glorified itself from last season is Luke Shaw is playing much more centrally, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that because obviously all the managers do that, and he may be very good. But मैं अपने उससे बता रहा हूँ. The couple of times he did drift onto the left side along with Rashford. Chef's kiss, bhai sahab. Chef's fucking kiss, bhai sahab. Like they both just understand each other. Luke Shaw lays it out to Rashford. Rashford waits for him to make the run. He makes the run. He just threads the ball through. It's very beautiful when these two combine on the left side. बहुत मजा आ जाता है. So it's that easy for them. But we hope that he has thought of something. Obviously, as an Heisenberg hai hamara, and let us keep it onto him. In terms of Wolves, as I kept on pleading and saying in the preview, in the Premier League is back wala video, man, मेरे को new manager bounce नहीं चाहिए, and Gary O'Neill, I fucking love the guy. मेरे को मजा आ गया था उसकी बॉन्ड में देख के, and yeah, he just sort of proved कि nah, man, it ain't gonna be an easy cakewalk for teams. It's gonna be Brighton who they face next, and let's see, it's gonna be an interesting contest for them. Brighton have already, you know what, CDM हमें चाहिए ना एक बैकअप जिसको ब्राइटन टारगेट करे ना बाबा, जिसको ब्राइटन ईफ बिसुमा उन्होंने 40-50 मिलियन का बेचा, 150 के करीब का उन्होंने काइसेडो, जिसको ब्राइटन टारगेट कर रही है ना, they are targeting someone from Lille or the French league की कोई टीम है वहां से, फिर 16 odd million, but they're asking for 25. जाके 30 दे दो और हड़प लो उस प्लेयर को, हड़प लो भाई, because Brighton ain't gonna go wrong anytime soon. Any freaking time soon they ain't gonna go wrong because it's just Brighton and their strategy and their transfer strategy and their scouting is fucking god level की जाओ 10 मिलियन ज्यादा दो, यूनाइटेड बनो, यूनाइटेड होने का फायदा उठाओ, बोलो ड्रीम क्लब है ना तेरे बच्चे, आजा 19 साल के बच्चे को उठाओ and just keep him forever, man. But yeah, it's going to be difficult this season if Casemiro is this rigid. Of course, he won't be, but yeah, we don't have a backup to him as well. So that's that. See, we have holes in our team. There is no denying that. मतलब हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि everything is sorted and Mount आ गया है, but again, Eriksen, Donny, Mount, Bruno, सब एक ही तरीके के player हैं. Of course, I know their skill sets are different and ये वो, but again, Mount in Chelsea, I didn't see him play in CM. Yeah, I mean, he used to either play on the wing or the free role, and Mount likes the free role, man. Mount absolutely loves the free role, as it's mentioned there. So yeah, I just feel it's gonna be a challenge to integrate him, but we trust the manager this time because we've seen like Guardiola क्या नहीं करवाता अपने players से. Manuel Akanji left back, who knew? Urian Timber left back आते ही, who knew? Properly. Of course, बेचारा injured हो गया. And I think if it's not the ACL knee है तो वही उसको नुक्कू एंकुंकू वाला ही injury हुआ होगा फिर I don't know 16 weeks and probably 20 weeks till he comes back into the team. So that's Urian Timber gone for them. But anyways, yeah, as I was saying, so there are still holes in the team and which we need to fill. Oilun is there. I don't know. Did I miss him? Look, I think Greenwood would be in attendance, but he wasn't really. The camera wasn't really panned out. Maybe it wasn't Janbujke, or maybe he wasn't at the game. I don't know, man. They were saying that his Patani Mrs. Aya girlfriend. I don't know whatever the damn is going on there. So yeah, man. Give Casemiro a break. Did you see how? Yeah, much. Yes, he misplayed some passes, but he can't cover the. Absolutely, by Prakash bhai. it is. But all I'm saying is कि हमारी over dependence on Casemiro इतनी है कि नहीं दे सकते उसे break. Please नहीं दे सकते उसे break. Is what I'm saying. And it's not. I don't really care about his misplaced passes because that is what I was saying कि उस पे creative load ज़्यादा है United में, but we still have creativity apart from him and maybe some better creativity apart from him. But it was more about his laziness in defense. मतलब and कि वो जानबूझ के lazy हो गया, fuck him, निकालो मेरे club से, वो सब नहीं. It's just that he looks अभी थोड़ा जंग लगा हुआ है, you know, वैसा वाला. But yeah, of course, man, he needs to catch a break. But we at United can't give him a break because imagine, भाई, हम Casemiro के बिना क्या करेंगे? We haven't had a fucking CDM since years, man. Like Casemiro हमने वैसे 80 मिलियन का एक veteran कह लो साइन किया. Obviously, the quality that he is showcases, but एक क्लब के हिसाब से 24-25 साल का CDM is what we would really need for the long term. But Casemiro is fantabulous, मतलब the best in the world probably at his position, and of course, he is going to be better. Is the aspiration. Bissaka very good, absolutely. Bissaka was very good, but as we were saying, you know, Bissaka is very good, but again, Onana ने उसको pass दिया, क्या किया उसने? क्या? You know, Bissaka was so good, but can he inherently play out from the back? We don't know that. So these are the questions because वही ना, गेम टू गेम हम जज करेंगे. पिसाका एक गेम में बेचारा नहीं करेगा, फिर हम कहेंगे इसने गंदा खेला, ये खेला, वो खेला. But that's what I'm saying. Casemiro, ooh, Casemiro and Amrabat in one. See, that's what I'm speaking, man. Woo, मजा आ जाएगा. But that's just saying. मतलब again, Amrabat का मेरा image उसी में जाता है. World Cup वाला Amrabat. I don't know what he is up to आजकल. But yeah, from what I've seen Amrabat का, I just am very excited. कैसा क्या रहेगा उसका. But as I was saying, yaar, Wolves weren't a pushover at all. They were absolutely on the money. Rolls Royce Varane, absolutely, man. He's always a Royce, isn't he? Not Marco Royce. Oh, sometimes he's Marco Royce as well क्योंकि injury prone वो भी है थोड़ा. Varane bit थोड़ा सा touch मेरा table है touch. आजकल better हो रहा है वो थोड़ा. So yeah, Rolls Royce Varane for freaking sure, man. Like he just glides on the pitch, doesn't he? He just glides on the freaking pitch. A couple of good blocks by Luke Shaw as well yesterday. So yeah, and coming back onto the point again, that Wolves played pretty well. Matthias Cunha again, शायद वही था. Cunha. मुझे बता देना chat में गलत बोल रहा हूँ तो Cunha. He was absolutely phenomenal, wasn't he? Oh, the only thing, probably the most important thing, but the only thing he lacked was his finishing, man. थोड़ा सा डंका फिनिश कर देता पेद्रो ने तो कुन्या, सराबिया, थोड़ी सी डिसीजन मेकिंग बेटर हो जाती तो आई थिंक वी वुड हैव बीन 3-4 डाउन. 60th 70th minute तक we would have been 3-4 down for fucking sure, man. And then Juego Bueno, you know, Juego Bueno क्या Bueno खेलता है भाई, क्या Bueno खेलता है भाई. एक दो बार आया तब से नेट ओवर Bueno, क्रॉस टेनिस चल रहा था उनका अपने लेवल का भाई, and we weren't fucking able to. And it was so irritating, man. We were having the ball. Yet again, we were trying to go for the second goal. And it's not कि 75th, 78th minute चल रहा है. It's the 89th, 88th minute. For fuck's sake, भाई, रुक जाओ यार. Eriksen, भाई, you're probably one of the best composers of the ball, if I'd say. तू प्रीतम है भाई बॉल पे. तू प्रीतम है, म्यूजिक बनाना बढ़िया. धीमे बीट चलो. What the fuck are you trying to go for Hollywood passes for? एकदम cutting the pitch into half वाले passes try कर रहे हैं, and then it's being cut out, and then it's again to Juego Bueno, and then it's to Pedro Neto, and then of course मुझे चैट में बताओ, अभी बताओ जितने भी लोग देख रहे हैं, was it a penalty? I'll tell afterwards. मैं पहले तुम सबका सुनूंगा, and bias हटा के बताना please. Bias हटा के बताना. There have been arguments on both sides. There have been evidences and statements from influential people on both sides. Penalty थी, penalty नहीं थी. All I'm gonna do is इंसिडेंट ये था, पेड्रो नेतो ने हाफ टर्न पे उड़ा के क्रॉस डाला, एंड देन क्रॉस वाज समवेयर बीच में, एंड आंद्रे ओनाना वाज कमिंग टू गेट इट. ही कुडंट रियली गेट इट, एंड देयर वाज साशा कलाइडसिच समवन, एंड शायद मैक्सिमिलियन किलमन जो दो थे, एंड किलमन वेंट इन देयर एंड ही हेडेड द बॉल, एंड आफ्टर ही हेडेड द बॉल, किलमन यहाँ था, कलाइड साशा मैं बोलूंगा उसे, वो यहाँ था, एंड किलमन हेडेड द बॉल, एंड उसके एक सेकंड बाद उड़ा दिया आंद्रे ओनाना ने Sasha को. So मुझे chat में बताओ, let me know in the chat, did you guys think it was a penalty? Did you guys think it was a penalty? I'll tell afterwards. So I'm going to move forward and I'm going to wait for you guys' reply. But let's see, what did you guys think? Was it a penalty or not? But anyways, as I was saying, Manchester United, where they actually can invest now, because see, Harry Kane to gaya. Harry Kane, it was lucky to not get one. Onana tried, but he was way off it, and there you go. That's the first one. Dax says it was a penalty according to Dax. MUFC lucky not to get one. Onana tried, but he was way off it and he ended up smacking the heck out of someone. Sasha Kalajdzic, whatever. Like a proper clap on it was a proper clap on the face. I freaking agree. And then my dream: Onana, Bisaka, Varane, Martinez, Shaw, Amrabat, Casemiro, Bruno, Mount, Rashford, Oilen. Dream इतना भी दूर नहीं है भाई पूरा होने को. But I'm not sure Bruno on the wing I like. But let's see. Who are we to say anything right now? But yeah, Dax says it was a penalty. Rest batao if you guys would like to. Let me know your thoughts. Was it a penalty or not? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, where we can now improve is see, केन गया, ओशिमिन नहीं आने वाला, उसकी 140-50 की मिलियन उन्होंने रिजेक्ट कर दी साउथ अरेबिया से, तो उसको तो भूल जाओ. And then there is Mount on wings over Bruno, says Dax. Either one, not on the wings, but if I had to choose one, I'd maybe go with Mount on the wings. Yeah. So Harry Kane gaya, Osimhen gaya. Then we've got the other person, which was their Oilun. Of course, we've massively overpaid apparently, but apparently, yeah, I also believe that we have overpaid. But that is that. Uske alawa, where we can improve is power. पवार भाई लोग कह रहा है ऐसे तैयार होके बैठा है, वो तैयार होके बैठा है कि आओ मुझे ले जाओ. ही इज ऑल रेडी, ही इज ऑल ड्रेस्ड अप. कम एंड टेक मी टू योर होम. यूनाइटेड रोड इज बेंजामिन पवार. राफेल वरान ने कोई पोस्ट डाला, यूनाइटेड ने वहां पे हार्ट कमेंट किया, उसके ही नीचे एकदम मेरे को बेंजामिन पवार का कमेंट दिख रहा है, समथिंग फायर या हार्ट या कुछ. मैंने कहा कि ये बंदा तो मर रहा है कि यूनाइटेड आना है, प्लीज, आई जस्ट वांट टू कम टू यूनाइटेड एंड आई वांट टू बी हियर एंड लाइक ही जस्ट वांट्स टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ इट. एंड वही सब्जी मंडी वाला सीन है. It's a supermarket for someone who doesn't get the reference. सब्जी मंडी वाला सीन है. यूनाइटेड है, इसको 40 रुपए दे रही है, हमें भी 50 रुपए दे देगी. We're fucking offering 25-30 for him and they're asking for 45-50, for fuck's sake. There's a 100% difference in valuation right now with Bayern Munich on Benjamin Pavard. I don't know, man, whether we're gonna get him that way or not. There is Jean-Claude Todibo, but I don't know. पता नहीं यार, पवार्ड का मुझे पता नहीं whether he plays on in center back में या नहीं. I've not seen again much of him on center back. I do annually see 4-5 games of Bayern here and there. मुझे जब भी दिखाए वो right back पे दिखाए, so I'm not sure about him. After all that, the end Man City win Premier League. नहीं यार, please यार, अभी रुक जाओ. नहीं यार, although I also did predict कि Man City is gonna win the league, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. 4-peat, 3-peat के बाद there's no team in the English football history. But I wasn't sure. I was saying maybe it is maybe in the Premier League era. Premier League era में तो for sure नहीं हुआ है, वो तो है. But I wasn't sure back then. But now I still not 100%, but still हूँ काफी ज़्यादा कि there isn't any team in the English League history, and not just the Premier League, English League history, which has won 4 fucking titles in a row, and that is going to be Man City, according to me, for sure. But please, Kash now. Yeah, but Bruno plays better as a cam on the wings, and if I am not wrong, Bruno has played on the wing for Chelsea. So absolutely, that's what I'm saying. In an ideal situation, in a perfect world, which we don't live in, obviously, I wouldn't want any one of them on the wings. But if I had to choose, yes, I would say Mount for sure. I could be sentiment there. So that is what I was speaking. And just to now round off, let me know apna man of the match. For me, if I had to decide, it would be between Garnacho, Casemiro, and no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. For me, it would obviously be between Anthony. It's a good shout. He absolutely had the cookbook cooking on Ryan Aitnouri, that. But वो थोड़ा सा, I think he falls short. I think Varane is in the category for it. I think AWB is in the category for it. And no one else really. Onana, अच्छा था, he was good. He was very composed as a figure there. And especially last time usme, when he just went in and caught the ball and stuff. But he wasn't man of the match. अभी एक keeper को उतना कुछ save एक आधु से save भी करनी पड़ी. But all right, there you go. Kushagra Bhai says Varane, Rafael Varane. for him was man of the match. And I think, yeah, I think I could echo the sentiment. I think Varane was the MOTM for me as well. And yeah, I think he was just fantastic. The way he glides through the pitch, and I think the way he defended yesterday, the way he was composed on the ball as usual. His right foot, left foot doesn't matter. On the half turn, he उसका एक बहुत अजीब तरीका है लेफ्ट फुट से पास करने का, like वो ऐसे ऑफ बैलेंस रहता है, but somehow he manages to pass it in the right place, in the right direction, with the right amount of pace on the ball. Whew, अपना साला वाली डीपी का एक उर्दू नेम वाला भाई says माउंट Mount should don't coming and got good wing in his money. Yeah, yes, money. It's better than bringing a player out of his position, playing him up. That's what I'm saying. I do agree with that, but yeah, I in a perfect world, as I said, which we don't live in, I would really love कि वो दोनों ना खेले. But I don't know, man. It's like that problem. Pogba और Bruno एक साथ खेल सकते हैं जब खेलते हैं. जब हम एकदम अटैक करते हैं पूरे गेम में तब बहुत अच्छा लगता है. But when we don't, when we are defensively tested, then we say they can't play together. And yet again, it's like a Mount and Bruno problem now. Because Bruno is of that aggressive nature कि कोई तो चाहिए पीछे. Obviously, as we have seen, he has restricted his play a lot deeper to what he is. So that is where I feel it can be sort of changed a bit. Right. But they both will be playing out of what do you want to sacrifice more? Exactly. That is what, these are the little sacrifices and the tact. And to be honest, pata hai guys, you can't even define modern football less to positions now. Like, you can't attest positions to people and people to positions and just think that is going to be a specific category or that is going to be a specific tactic for players, because we've seen Guardiola ने एक नया revolution start किया है. When there was normal, we had Dennis Irvins and Gary Nevilles of this world as fullback. Then they were like, no, fullback तो attack करना बनता है. Then there was Klopps and Guardiolas of this world who went in there and fullbacks को उन्होंने वो कर दिया. आगे खेल लो तुम, पीछे देख लेंगे हम. Then they became wing backs वाला scene, right wing back, left wing back वाला scene आ गया, and even in a back four wing back वाला scene आ गया. Benjamin Mendy's of this world, although क्या एग्जांपल है मेरे दिमाग में पहला बेंजामिन मेंडी of an aggressive fullback, but yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, sorry, Andy Robertsons of this world आ गए. And now अब एक नई मुहिम चली है जनहित में जारी करते हुए कि now CB का, now it's the CB era, there was the Stone Age, Paleolithic Age, कलयुग, ये युग, अब CB युग चल रहा है. It's the CB age now. I think it's just a trend. Stones, Diaz, Laporte, Ake, अकांजी, एक रिको लुइस होता है, वो भी आधा अधूरा मिडफील्डर, आधा अधूरा लेफ्ट बैक, आधा अधूरा लेफ्ट विंगर, आधा अधूरा एलसीएम, आधा अधूरा सीडीएम खेलता है. उनकी लेफ्ट बैक, राइट बैक, कहीं भी जो भी उसको जगह मिल जाए, कभी कभी लेफ्ट विंग वगैरह, कभी कभी कोल पावन पीछे चले जाता है, कभी कभी वो विंग बैक से खेलते हैं. सो इट्स लाइक अ फ्लूइड सिस्टम. नाउ आर्टेटा भाई साहब ने कहा, ओ यो मेरा पापा ये कर रहा है, मैं भी ये करूंगा. एंड नाउ वी हैव Ben White, center back as a right back. We have, of course, वो पहले भी था, but अभी भी है. He has played right back, but you know what I mean. Then there is Gabriel Magalhaes. अभी Thomas Partey उन्होंने खिलाया था, but yeah. Then there is that. Then there is Saliba, another centre back. ये दो centre back हो गए, तीन हो गए. Now there is Jurrien Timber, who primarily played as a centre back, can play as a left back, but primarily था वो centre back Lisandro के साथ. He is out there. So अब CB इसका trend चला है. So who knows? Now Luke Shaw for us too played in the middle. He almost partnered with AWB didn't play in the middle. उसकी कोई इतनी ball playing capacity नहीं है कि उसे midfield में डाल दे. He almost partnered with Casemiro sometime, but बहुत close खेलता था. दिख रहा था कि अभी नया ये लड़का midfield के लिए. Martinez थोड़ा step up कर रहा था, and AWB इस तरफ था थोड़ा अंदर की तरफ, and Varane थोड़ा ये वाला side देख रहा था. So there have been some tactical tweaks. So what I mean to say is कि एक position से हम attest नहीं कर सकते. As we have seen Klopp and Guardiola in general, Guardiola in focus also अपने players से क्या करवा देता है out of position. So that is that. But yeah, now to sum it up, I think Varane was the man of the match. Number 2 point, we need to be better. We can't just go with the attitude, oh, let's get the 3 points. We'll see about the performances. No, that's not done. Of course, it was the first game. Of course, there were 2 debuts. Of course, the team is settling and stuff. But the performance does matter. So but to be honest, we're very happy. Of course, you don't have to look at the table right now. But just to take a look, let me see. We are not in the top 5. We are 7th right now with a goal difference of +1. But no, this is just fun and games. So it's one to look out for. It's one to look out for how we approach the next game. I don't remember. Do we have? We do face Spurs if I'm not wrong, but is it at Old? No, it isn't. No, it isn't at Old Trafford. It is at स्पर्स का क्या है व्हाइट हार्ट लेन तो नहीं है द टॉटनम हॉटस्पर स्टेडियम Ange Postecoglou. I think they drew right 2-2 with Brentford. It was one hell of a game. Ange Postecoglou बड़ा open खेलता है and I think it will suit us. I think it will suit the likes of Marcus Rashford. But yeah, Prakash Bhai says GGMU bro. GGMU man. So yeah, it's against Spurs versus Ange Postecoglou. Keep on on toes row biggest throughout the week till we do build up to the game. There's obviously going to be preview and we might have a watch along for this game as well, so do look out for that. Obviously it's abhi samay hai, abhi Saturday ko aayega, although it's already Tuesday, isn't it? Yes, yeah, we did play our game late, so that's that. But yeah, there'll be a lot of content coming your way, so yeah, as I was saying, just to sum it up now, good performances needed, midfield needs to be sorted, Bruno Mount देखना है, Casemiro needs to get up to speed. um, Aaron and Bissaka good performance, but does he have the inherent capability? Onana करने से कुछ नहीं होगा. We need to take the team together as one, because you can't just have a keeper and then the team won't really do anything, because if there's a lack of fluidity there. So these were the things that I had to mention. So let's look out for the next game, GGMU, that we got 3 points, and thank you so much to everyone. I can just see off the top of my head, Kushagra bhai, Dax bhai, Prakash bhai, the Sala wala, DP wala bhai, and stuff. And then Shubhajit was there, Manish was there. Thank you so much to everyone who joined in, man. It's a pleasure to be doing these discussions with you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this goddamn video, and turn on the notification bell. Ye streams aati rahegi, and these videos will gonna come out, and it'll be just fun games for us. And the community will be ever expanding. And as a Manchester United recognized fan club, that's all we're gonna do. We wanna incorporate all these new people. We're gonna see this video. We're gonna just join in, and there's someone who's joining right now. Yeah, but hello. But that we're coming to the end of the video. So again, a big thank you to everyone who joined in, who showed their support in the comments to make it an interactive session. It would have been much fun. So yeah, a big thank you, and keep supporting United. Let's get 3 points in the next game as well. Good game here, and I'll speak to you guys in a bit.